First question on film and television going to Ben. Which EastEnders character was revealed as the killer of Archie Mitchell in a special live episode of the show in February 2010? Was it Stacey, Peggy or Ronnie?
Well, I'm not too sure, to be honest. I'm more of a Coronation Street man. It's going to be, I guess, I don't think it's Ronnie, but I've got no idea. Peggy sounds like an elderly lady, so I wouldn't see her being too violent to commit a murder, so I'm going to go with Stacey, please.
OK. Enjoying the analysis. Judith, as an EastEnders fan, number one fan.
That's my question, not his.
Yeah, and he picked it. It's the correct answer, Ben, as Judith is confirming that. Judith fuming. Well, try this, Judith. What became the highest grossing film of all time in January 2010? Up, Avatar or Angels and Demons?
Well, I think that's got to be Avatar.
It has to be, yes. It's the right answer, Avatar. All square. Ben. What is the first name of Roger's wife in the 1988 film Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Is it Joanne, Jennifer or Jessica?
Well, I remember this film. I've only seen it once, and it was way back. I must have only been about 8 or 9. Joanne and Jessica aren't screaming out, so I'm just going to go for Jennifer, just because that's the only name that's I'm sort of associating it to. So I'm going to go Jennifer, please.
No, it's not. It's not Jennifer. It is...
Jessica.
Jessica Rabbit. So, chance for Judith to take the lead. Judith, which boxer appeared as a contestant on the 2009 series of Strictly Come Dancing? Ricky Hatton, Joe Calzaghe or David Hay?
I think that was Joe Calzaghe. I think he got voted off rather quickly.
Yeah, I think the judges were a bit scared of telling him how useless he was. The public got rid of him. Yeah, Joe Calzaghe is the right answer. So you do have the lead, and means you've got to get this, Ben. Which American president does Robin Williams play in the Night at the Museum films? Theodore Roosevelt, George Washington or Thomas Jefferson?
I should know this, but again, I'm not 100%. I'm gonna go with Theodore Roosevelt.
OK. Teddy Roosevelt's the right answer. Yes, well done. You're still in it. OK, Judith, which film did Michael Mann direct after The Last of the Mohicans and prior to The Insider? Manhunter, Ali or Heat?
I really don't know. I don't know. Oh, dear me. I don't know. Ali.
Eggheads?
I think so. I think that's right.
No, it's not. Well, you would all have been in the same boat there. It's Heat. Heat's between those two films. So, let off, Ben. Judith had got that, as you know, you would have been out of the game, but you're still in it and in sudden death, which means we're taking away those choices. Just got to hear the answer from you. So here's your question. Julia Roberts plays the character Darby Shaw in a 1993 film adaptation of which John Grisham novel?
It's not a great question for me. I don't have any idea, so I can't even think of a book, so I'm just going to go for a gamble of The Animal. OK. Judith, do you know?
No.
No?
Oh,
Pelican Brief.
The Pelican Brief, Ben. The Pelican Brief. Julia Roberts' 1993 film of the John Grisham novel. So another chance for Judith. Judith, in which country was the actor Geoffrey Rush born?
I don't know. So, I'm going to say Australia.
Captain Barbossa, born in Australia. It's the right answer, Judith.
Perfect.
Well done. It means, Ben, you have been put out in sudden death. It means you won't be playing in the final round. Would you both please come back and join your teams? Well, Egghead striking first, knocking Ben out of the final round. It means they're 1-0 up in terms of brains. Got a lot more quizzing to do, though, and our next head-to-head is science. Now, who'd like to play this? Can't be Ben, but any of the other four of you there.
Yeah, we're going to go. Nick is the best at
Science.
OK, Nick, best at science. Does that mean you're very good at it?
No, it just means these guys are pretty bad.
He's the least worst.
Best of the worst.
I see, that's Different way of phrasing it. All right, well, who do you think is the worst amongst the eggheads?
I'd say Kevin.
Yeah, he's not one of the big guys out.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it then.
Yeah.
Go Kevin.
Yeah.
Nick's going to play Kevin at science.
OK, then, it's going to be Nick versus Kevin. The subject is science. Could I ask you both, please, to go to the question room? So, least worst. Nick, do you want to go first or second in this science category?
I'll go first.
All right, then, good luck, Nick. Here you go. Who was the second man to set foot on the moon? Michael Collins, Jim Lovell or Buzz Aldrin?
I always get confused by this one, interestingly. I'm going to go with Buzz Aldrin, because I don't recognise the other two guys' names, unfortunately.
OK, Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah.
And, boy, he lets everyone know. It is the right answer, yes. Kevin, your first question. In geometry, what name is given to an angle of less than 90 degrees? Acute, equilateral or hypotenuse?
Well, the other two aren't actually terms for angles as such. It's acute.
Acute is the right answer, yes, Kevin. Or square. And back to you, Nick. The eland is a type of antelope native to which continent? Asia, Africa or South America?
To be honest, would have no idea on this one. I'll just take a random guess at South America.
South America for the eland?
Yeah.
No, it's not. Eggheads.
Africa.
Africa, the eland. And Kevin, in what state does a pure sample of the element iodine exist at room temperature? Solid, liquid or gas?
I think it's one of the fairly unusual ones, which is actually a liquid at room temperature, I believe.
A pure sample of iodine exists as a solid.
Oh, right, OK.
Solid.
Wasn't it? It's bromine, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, confusion there.
Yeah,
well,
sorry.
a let-off for Nick. You don't see that very often from Kevin. But stays all square there, Nick. Still everything to play for. Third question. Capella, one of the brightest stars in the sky, and Menkainen, a part of which constellation? Cetus, Auriga or Ursa Minor?
I'm going to go with Ursa Minor.
It's not the right answer. Kevin?
It's in Auriga, I believe.
Auriga, yes, Auriga. So a chance for Kevin to take the round. Will he mess it up? In the mathematical equation, 6 divided by 3 equals 2. What is the quotient? 2, 3 or 6?
My brain has gone to sleep. Terrible, isn't it?
Good for Nick.
6 divided by 3, 2.
So what is a quotient?
It's the equivalent of a product in a multiplication.
It's the right answer, Kevin. The brain woke up. So you and your brain exist separately, do you?
Yes, yeah. So I'll take it out of the box in the morning, and it doesn't always work.
Oh, that's a pity, Nick. It means you won't be in the final round. Would you both please come back and join your teams? Well, Dutsy's Dynamo's running a bit sluggish at the moment. 2 brains down in the final round. 2 more rounds to try and knock an egghead out. And our next head-to-head is going to be sport. Now, Ben's played, so presumably you got someone better there than Ben at sport.
Michael's got a very good
Mike's.
I'll have a go.
Mike's pretty good, so...
He works in the
I hope so, anyway.
sport industry.
OK, Michael, you're going to play. Who are you going to pick from the eggheads? Kevin and Judith down this end of play, so you just work on that there. CJ, Daphne or Chris?
Take the strongest one. Take the strongest one. Take the strongest
I'll
one.
go CJ. Good choice.
CJ?
Yeah, it's a good choice.
Right, Michael and CJ to play sports from the question room, please. Michael, would you like to go first or second?
First, please.
Good luck, Michael. First question. In which year did Alan Shearer last play international football? 1990, 1995 or 2000?
I should know this one because I'm a Blackburn fan and Alan Shearer's an absolute hero of mine. It's got to be 2000.
Of course it has. Yes, right answer. 2000 for Alan Shearer's last international appearance. CJ, Andrew Strauss is most associated with performing which role for the England cricket team? Leg spin bowler, opening batsman or wicket keeper?
He's not a bowler and I'm not aware of him being a wicket keeper, so opening batsman.
Yeah, opening batsman, opening question there. One to you as well. Michael, Who finished 2009 as the top-ranked men's tennis player in the world? Roger Federer, Andy Murray or Rafael Nadal?
I should get this right. It's not Andy Murray. This is just a flip between the two of us. I've got to go with Roger Federer.
OK, Roger Federer.
It's sort of a half-hearted answer. It could be Nadal.
At the top for so long, but was he there at the end of 2009? Yes, he was. Yes. Yeah. And CJ, second question. The American Lindsey Vonn, born in 1984, is an Olympic champion in which sport? Figure skating, biathlon or alpine skiing?
She's a skier. So alpine skiing.
Alpine skiing, yep, that's right, yes. So Winter Olympics in 2010. And back to you, Michael. Which Italian Formula One driver became the first woman to score a World Championship half point after finishing 6th in the 1975 Spanish Grand Prix? Is it Clementina Biondetti, Lella Lombardi or Emanuela Naspetti?
To be honest, I'm just glad that I've heard of one of them, because this is just going to be a total guesswork, but the one I've heard of is Leila Lombardi, and so I'm going to go with that one.
OK, Lella Lombardi is the woman in question. Well done. No doubt why you'd heard of her. Very well done indeed. So, CJ, in an Olympic decathlon competition, what is the fifth and the final event of the first day? 200 metres, 400 metres or 800 metres?
Will you bear with me for a moment, please? 100 discus, javelin, hurdles, 1500 metres high jump, long jump, pole vault. No, hold on, they don't do the 400 metres hurdles, do they? It's 110 metres hurdles they do. I'm not sure they do the 200 metres or the 800. I think they might do the 400. I don't think they do the 200 metres in the decathlon. And if they do the 110 metres hurdles, and if they do the 1500, I don't think they do the 800, so I'm going to go for the 400 metres. Have you lost the will to live, Dermot?
It's just so many metres. We've travelled miles and miles, or kilometres and kilometres. Right, and we got the right answer. Yes, 400 metres. I was going to ask some more questions about that, but I'm moving as swiftly on as I possibly can. Michael, it's sudden death then, and well done with Bella Lombardi, and indeed with the speed with which you furnished the answer. This is your first sudden death question. In March 2010, who became the youngest captain of the England men's cricket team since Ian Botham in 1980?
Alistair Cook.
Correct. Well done, Alistair Cook. That's all we needed. And CJ, which British heavyweight boxer born in 1961 suffered defeats against Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, Tim Witherspoon and James Bone Crusher Smith during his 45-bout professional career?
I haven't a clue on this one. Do I know any British heavyweight boxers? There's an Irish one, isn't there? Steve something? I don't know. I will just guess at Nigel Benn, but I don't think he's that old.
OK, Nigel Benn. Sorry, wrong answer. Frank Bruno.
Oh, OK.
Frank Bruno, which means, Michael, you're through to the final round. You've done it. Would you both please come back and join your teams?
Here, there is no justice.
Please do not hang my man. Do not hang him.
This law that you